Yo!
Oh, Dad Labs.
We're back. Guess
Back again.
back again.
Okay, you could say that.
Shady's back.
I just don't have a voice.
Tell the
It mentally in my mind, I have a great voice.
Oh, really?
But when it comes out, it's like,
You know who has a great voice, and I'm gonna try to work on this today.
who?
Is our guy who sang Dad Labs for us.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
AI generated.
Yeah, he's good.
But can we come up with a name for him?
Yeah, I
Like-
don't know.
Like
Steve.
let's just call him something.
Stephen with a PH. Fifen.
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 The Dad Lab podcast theme song by
Written
Fifen.
by Fifen.
By Fifen. We gotta get that on. We are hitting up episode 11 here.
I lost count.
Yeah, 10 was the beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe.
That feels like it was forever ago.
That does, yeah. So
Oh my
yeah, this is
goodness.
11. 10 was the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going 11 here.
11.
And we're just pushing them out, man. We're having tons of fun.
Yes.
This one is going to be a good one for all the parents out there, the dads. This one, I'm calling it Forget About It.
It means to forget about it.
Forget about it. So these are the things these kids, or us, forget when we're in the rush to get out of the house.
I just did it today.
What happened?
Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh.
I'm in a rush, getting the kids out, got to get them to school, and forgot the gifts.
Ooh. How many gifts?
Four kids.
Oh, that's
Each
4
one
kids.
has each one has a gift.
Okay.
And then it was I'm feeling good. I'm on cloud 9. I'm driving the kids to school. We on time. We got out the door. Let's go.
I made it on time.
There's always in Goddard Luck. There's always something. My garage door is broken. So it took me. I was like trying to deal with that, and then the kids.
Goddard.
And then of course the kids look at you like,
like
what's wrong?
Like you're making them.
How are we? Yeah. Why didn't you fix the door, Dad? I don't even know what's wrong with it. Everybody says it's fine.
Ooh, Dad broke the door.
So we get out, leave. We're driving. It's good. We're on time. This is great. Get to school. My daughter starts going, and then all of a sudden I see her stop, turn around. She goes, "Dad, you forgot the gifts." And I'm like, son of a. I wanted to just be like, forget about it.
Or do you sometimes your head go, no, you forgot the gift.
No, I'll tell you. Let me continue on this story
Yeah,
because
let's
it
go.
didn't finish.
Mhm.
I was like, I literally, you go, children, you be children at school.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God. And I'm like running back to the car. I get in the car, I'm driving. And then of course my wife, bling, ling, bling, ling.
Where's the gifts?
Hey, where you at? And she knows. We talked about this before. They know. They have an intuition.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. He's not here. I didn't see my kid. Weird.
Where's my teacher appreciation
And
gift?
then probably in the background, you probably hear the car going, it's revving because I'm like trying to get back home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, forgot the gifts and gotta go get them. So anyways, nonetheless, I get home. Hey, guess what? Garage door doesn't go up.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm having to get out and manually push the button and like pull the thing up and do all this. And then I get there and I look over and I only get greeted by 2, dogs. And
how many dogs do you have?
I have 3. And then the dog's doing this, shaking his head on the couch.
Where's the other dog?
Well, that was one of the teacher gifts.
Oh, my gosh.
So here I am. Where's all our extra stuff? Flying through stuff. And
when you have that many dogs and not all of them are there to greet you, some stuff is up. Okay,
Yeah,
so what happened to the gift?
So I luckily
What was it?
It was a bag of popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah, bag of popcorn.
Okay.
So I had a replacement gift. I found. I have some of those little it was a box of chocolates.
Microwave. I was gonna say microwave popcorn. You would have found me and microwave some popcorn.
Yeah.
Let's go. So
I was in a panic.
Those are.
I forgot.
Your kids. They're gifts, right? And so
gifts, yeah.
they're teacher gifts, and but now here's the thing. I'm gonna ask you this.
It gets worse.
Is they're not done?
No, I was done. But I'm saying it's forgetfulness.
Yeah. So, but when they forget stuff when it comes to school, like an assignment or their instrument.
Oh, but the assignment is always the morning of.
Yeah, but would you?
It could never be the night of. It could never be when there's enough time.
But saving the kids though, because that's where I'm trying to get to is saving these kids when they forget stuff. Like, at what age do you go, no, I'm not going to go and get that for you. You forgot to bring that. You forgot to pack it in your bag. You forgot to be prompt about it. So
I mean,
I'm not going to do it.
there are definite life lessons that need to, but you have to weigh the life lesson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it's something that they wanted to bring that
Mhm.
they forgot, oh, that's on them.
That's on you.
That is 100% on them. I don't know what's going on in their head to know enough to preempt that. But when it's homework and stuff, again, as like my oldest is getting older, being in middle school,
It's
it's
on
like,
you, my guy.
that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just drop an assignment on me, a big giant project that you have to complete tomorrow that I have to go to the store and get supplies for.
Oh, dude. And like, so I did this once for my son. He forgot.
Don't get me wrong, I used to do that as a kid.
I think he forgot. Yeah. So they had these cards for snack bars over at his school.
Okay.
And each stamp is $2 or whatever,
Got it.
whatever,
Okay.
or $1. And they have pizza every Wednesday.
Got it.
And he's like, oh, I forgot it, and this and that. And I said, you know what? I got nothing going on. I'll go do it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, all right, I did that once time.
Yeah.
Now you need to remember your stuff.
Yeah.
He hasn't forgotten it. But like, or is there anything like a homework assignment, or like if he's in a band, like if he forgot his instrument, I might save him. But I don't know if I would do that.
It depends on the circumstance.
Okay.
So this is usually what happens to me. It's always stuff after school. So extracurricular. So baseball, dance, all these things that happen after. Because what's happening is at school they're taken care of. We talked about the very first episode, making kids lunches, the water bottle, their lunch, everything, they go.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
If I forgot their lunch,
that's on me.
That's on me.
Right.
If I forgot to pack something in their lunch, that's on me.
Yeah.
Very rarely will they ever get to school and not have a lunch.
But if they
I don't think it's ever happened.
If they don't have a water bottle, there's drinking fountains.
There is. Same thing though applies to like baseball practice.
Yeah.
They come home with all this stuff, they dump it.
Yeah.
They dump it right there in their room, and it's like, no. Like, the number one thing is I need the lunch bag pulled out, and I need your water pulled out, because that's tip off to dad over here.
To not forget it in the morning.
Not forget it in the morning, and you have baseball practice in 30 minutes. Give me your water, fill it up. There you go. Take it to baseball.
Right.
But I always forget it.
Always. If they forget it,
my kids never have water. I mean, they don't never have water, but you know what I mean. It's like they have water, but it's like, okay, then hopefully I've exhausted my supply of water bottles in the car.
Right.
It's like, grab that thing. Here you go. It's been sitting in the car for
warm water.
Warm water.
That's what you get. You should have forgot it. Exactly. Or I'll say, hey, you thirsty? Yeah, where's your water? I forgot it. Drink your saliva. Drink your saliva. And then what's funny? Is then they get mad at us like we forgot it. Like it was our responsibility.
They try to flip the script all the time.
Oh, and they try to give us attitude.
You forgot my water bottle. No, I didn't forget your water bottle. I got you at the location on time. You should be thankful.
Or they stress around the house. Oh my God, I can't forget this. Oh, I'm like, should have been prepared, bro.
Yeah.
Man, preparation is everything too, man. I'm like on it as well. So when they get mad at you, and then they try to talk back. Dude, how do you handle that stuff in public? Like, if say you're in public somewhere, or you're at the ballpark, and they forgot the water, and they're like throwing a fit because they're tired from school.
I've done it. I did it not too long ago. There was a dad that took the power at school on the stairs, stopped and was like, got down at his daughter's level and was like, look, I can't have you not listening to me. And this has got to stop or whatever. And I gently walked by him and I patted him, gave him a little thumbs up.
Girl, that a boy, dad.
Yep.
That a boy, dad.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to really,
because you have to like just nip it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, and I haven't done it because I'm super embarrassed a lot of times. Probably comes from insecurities as a kid and all that stuff. It's like, oh, I don't want to be the guy, because now, especially in our day and age, you can't yell, you can't, raise your voice, you can't do anything. Yeah, exactly. You can't do the Homer Simpson thing where, it's like, so you have to be like super careful with all this stuff. And I will never forget one time. My wife and I were at Albertsons or some grocery store. Two kids are sitting there going at it in the shopping cart. picture us in a shopping cart. We're little kids, you know. Yeah, they're going at it. The one kid shoves the other kid. He falls back. He didn't fall out of the shopping cart. It was in the wine aisle. Dude knocked about 14, 15 bottles of wine everywhere. The mom was like, this is not acceptable. Picked the one kid up and was like, no, you're going in timeout. Picked the other one up, made sure there was no, I mean, this was mom, like, amazingness.
Yeah.
Checked them for any broken glass. Literally took them underneath the armpits, both of them, right out the store.
Ooh. I'd put them in timeout in the store somewhere. I don't even care. Because
you sit over here by the candies.
Yeah.
You sit over here by
because it's always something say you segued into stores. Like I was thinking when you were talking, like those times when we've been in the store and like we got to go buy something for one kid.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, how come I can't have? He's getting that. They're getting that.
When Toys R Us was an actual store, oh my God, we got to go get a toy for little Timmy's birthday party. Yeah. I want one too.
And then they fit.
And they throw this fit. Oh, I've threatened so many times to walk out of the store.
Yeah. So is walking out them winning though?
No, because they didn't get said toy.
They didn't get the toy.
They have to understand. And the other thing too is unfortunately as parents, this is what we do. I'm super guilty of it. It's like, look, if we can make it out of this store without you whining, without you asking for something, I will get you something. Like I'll get you a pack of bubble gum, or I will get you something that they, want. Or I don't. It could be like a Starbucks. It could be the bribe, a cake pop. It could be something. But it's like we have to show them as parents. We have to show them that they can't behave like a spoiled brat in the store.
Oh goodness, no.
But the problem is that there's two sides to that coin, right? It's like, oh well, I was good in the store, wasn't I? Don't I get it?
That's exactly the crap they pull back on you.
Yep.
You know, now
I've had it done. Yeah, I've had it done to me.
So when they start doing that, you know what I do? I say, oh wait, no. If you're a good boy, what we'll do is I'll hook you up with something special at home.
Yeah, you do the something special.
Something special at home. Because then it leaves the...
Do they ever call out the something special?
Oh, yeah. And so they're like, hey, here's your apple. And they're like, well, that's going to sound special. That's special. Look how big that apple is. It's nice and red and special. I'll put a tag on it with your name on it. See? Special. Special apple. So I try to do that. But dude, I do not like my kids getting into stuff while we're in the store or restaurant. You know, when you sit down and have a restaurant.
Restaurant's difficult because I was actually listening to another podcast and the podcaster made a very good point. And this is like I'm diving really deep into this psychologically. Is we have trained our kids with social media and electronics to not know how to sit without anything
properly,
without sitting properly.
So like we're going to a fine dining dinner experience. Like
it's so much easier.
You're not going to use your iPad.
Yeah, it's so much easier to just like, hey, here you go. Here's pull it out of your pocket. There's YouTube Kids. Go ahead and watch that for 45 minutes while we have a nice dinner. It's like that was a Band-Aid for a while, and now it's like they don't know how to sit and entertain themselves. So now with us, especially. All four kids, it's like it just starts escalating, right? One goes after another, and then next thing you know, then there's a water spill on the table. Next thing you know, you're like, check please, I'm out. Yeah, I'm totally out of this.
My lady likes to bring like special like puzzles for my little guy to do.
Yep.
My older one is good. Like I said, I only have two, so it's not as bad as what you got. You got to wrangle four.
Let me have another gripe here. For all those restaurants, you need to update your little coloring.
Yeah, seriously.
Thing. I mean, come on.
Seriously, and update your children's menu. Oh my gosh, bro.
3 crayons and a whatever. And then what do you do for that kid that's in the in-between, right? What do you do for that 10-year-old or the 11-year-old that's, doesn't want a mini slider?
What do you think about Chili's when they had that where you can pay on and have the little table
the Ziosk.
Apple thing? Yeah, whatever that's called. Then they want that all the time.
No, I don't even. I literally, it's like the salt and pepper and the knives. I just shove that all inside.
You're all hands away, away.
It's like the same thing when they were really little. I would take the knives out of the little, make sure no one has a knife.
Do you ever get attitude from kids
all the time
because of their because of the food they get? Like they go, ooh, kids menu. Oh, I'm gonna get chicken tenders, and they come and it's like a big ass basket of fries and like 2 tiny chicken tenders, do they ever get upset like, oh, my brother's got more food than me?
No, but you know what they have done?
Mm,
No, they don't do the comparing, but
mm,
what they have done is like, oh, I really want mac and cheese.
yeah,
And it's like legit like Kraft mac and
yeah,
cheese.
yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like, what is this?
yeah.
And then they don't eat.
Or they don't want it now that.
They don't
Oh,
now they don't want it. And then they'll eat everything else but that.
oh,
And part of me is like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat that damn mac and cheese because I bought it and
uh-huh,
they're not gonna eat it.
uh-huh.
And here, take my burger. I don't
And you're
care.
just like, forget about it. Forget about it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna argue with you, especially
it's
nothing.
hard.
Nothing gets me more when kids are not being haved. My kids are not being
Mm,
haved
yeah.
inside of a restaurant or inside of a store.
Yeah,
Like,
well, okay, so we're talking about forget about it. There's been so many times when we've gone to a restaurant and forgotten the iPad or forgotten
oh,
said device that whatever it is that
oh,
they bring.
yeah,
There's one that was really awesome that my kids still love to this day. It's like these little baskets, like a basketball hoop,
okay,
and it's a magnetic. And then they drop the little, and they put them in different colors. My
okay.
kids love it. I think it's like a Melissa and Doug. Just hashtag to whoever wants to
Melissa
pick
and
that up.
Doug.
Yeah, it's a magnetic thing, and
Oh, that's
even
pretty cool.
even my 9-year-old still is like, do will play with it.
Okay.
But you forget it,
Oh, that's what
and
you
you get
do.
to the store and you're like, oh my
I'll tell you
god.
what you do. My little guy has a book. It's called Daniel Goes Out to Eat,
Oh, there you go.
and they sit quietly. And if you can't sit quietly, you can sing quietly to yourself,
Oh.
or you can play quiet games.
Mm.
And we play this game called What's Missing at the Table.
Oh.
We'll have you close your eyes. We'll have you look and see, okay, salt, pepper, ketchup, and silverware. Okay, close your eyes. You take one thing away. Open up. What's missing?
Interesting.
And we'll play that. And then it gets caught on. And so we're playing over and over again.
Okay.
Until then dinner gets there. And then we're like, oh, sweet, dinner
That's
time.
cool. That's cool.
Or we play a lot of I Spy with My Little Eyes.
I hate I Spy.
I hate it too.
FYI, dads, you can't play that in the car. There's nothing more frustrating.
No.
It's like, I smell. Okay, I got my thing. Okay, did we just drive by it? Yeah.
It's a treat. A road.
It's not there anymore. You can't play I Spy in the car. I'm sorry.
We play another cool game in the car when kids are going crazy in the car. That's another thing too. The craziness because they're sitting right next to each other.
Yep.
Is we play. All right, we're gonna play a new game. Let's see who can be the most quiet until we get home. We're just like, oh, and mom and dad play this game too. We always bail out
the
after
quiet
minutes
game?
of the quiet game.
Oh, did they?
Don't
Okay.
mouth.
T, can I do this?
Mm-mm.
They call timeout.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, you're out. I don't care. There's
No.
no time. There's no timeout. There's no T. There's nothing. You can't discuss rules. You can't say that coughing is not, because coughing will get you out because you're making a noise.
That's a noise.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go real quick back to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you have your kids order off the menu and tell the host or hostess?
Yes, I have the kids speak politely to the
Exactly.
waiter or waitress and tell them what they want.
That's a big thing for me. I don't order for your kids.
No.
They need to learn how to make that communication, talk enough, and have a communication with another adult, especially about food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's one thing that we're really big on. We go around the room, we make sure our kids, okay, what do you want? Tell them what do you want. Tell them exactly what you want.
Say please.
Because then, when they get said meal, I didn't order that.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yes, you did.
With your own words.
Yes, exactly. You ordered the mandarin oranges and not the French fries.
But they're bottomless mandarin oranges.
They may be bottomless, but you ordered them.
Oh man, that is so true.
Yeah.
Forgetting stuff can be a little stressful, especially when you're in the midst of.
Have you ever forgotten a gift for birthdays for your kids? Forgotten to get something? Have you ever forgotten to pick up your kids?
No. Have you?
I did once.
You forgot to pick up a kid?
I did half
day.
Was
it Lucas?
It was, yeah, it was.
Always the first
day.
one.
Half day. I didn't even know. I totally forgot it was half day. And I was like, oh, I'll be right there. Good thing it was only like 15 minutes.
So what's this half day mumbo jumbo, bro? Like, You literally got to have a half day. I mean, that's a whole nother. Let's do
a whole nother episode.
Another episode podcast. School days, school whatever, man. Because I don't get the half days. Yeah. Hey, let's shoot into some rapid questions.
Rapid fire.
Hey, by the way, did you listen to the new rapid fire music drop that I put in to the episode? I didn't. Rapid questions, baby. Here we go. All right. If you can have any superpower, what would it be?
You don't even have to. I've asked myself this question my entire life. It would be to freeze time.
To freeze time?
100% would be freeze time.
So if you were to freeze time, like right now, you would be like, freeze.
I would go take a nap.
And then when you wake up and you reset time,
I'd be completely
you'd pick up right where you were.
Where I left off. I do it all the time.
Tell me a moment.
Especially like if there's like an accident or something, dude, freeze time. And then I would maybe move some things just a smidge out of the way. Refreeze time.
Tell me a time in your life where you wish you had that.
A lot of it now, being a dad, it's like I want to call T. I want to call timeout and be like, okay, there is not enough time to fix this, that, this, the other thing. I'll kid you not, I have 3 faucets that I need to replace in my house.
Oh damn!
And I don't have any. Yep, freeze. And I'd fix them all.
Get them done.
Get it all done. Get back into it.
Okay. All right.
It's just stuff like that I wish because time, as I get older, time is more valuable than any money on earth. Time with your family, time with anybody, people, community. We need this as humans, as dads. We need community. We need, because we're a tribe, right? That's how we're made to be communal. We're made to be together,
right? And
all these other things are taking up our time, and taking away from our time.
So just freeze time. You wouldn't go back into time or
rewind any time. Nope, I wouldn't go back in time because, to me, I mean, if you really want to get into it, space-time continuum, that you'd mess things. And we all know that all the cartoons have told us you can't cross your past self. You can't cross your future self.
Back to the future, baby.
Exactly. It just, to me, it'd be so much easier just to be able to freeze time.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Freeze time is pretty cool. I think it would be cool, but I don't think that would be my superpower.
I know a lot of people it would not, because I've had this conversation.
I would think maybe going back in the time, but like you're saying, like I might step on some weird bug and Microsoft never be invented.
Exactly. Yep.
So when I was thinking about this question, there were 2 things that came into my mind. Was A, to go back into time.
And then
and then 2 would be
he just said A and then 2.
Would be to fly. Mine's to fly.
Okay.
Which I think some people that know me would trip out, because when I'm not afraid of heights, but I think if you get the superpower to fly, the fear of any height would go away.
Wouldn't that be cool if you actually had a fear of heights and you could fly?
And then you just would, but if that would go away,
you're like just levitate, like.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say how high I need to fly.
Just nuts it.
But to like,
whoa.
But to like somehow just to be like, I feel like it would be a sense of relaxation just to.
I'm sure it would.
Fly up in the clouds, bro, and just kind of like take time.
But think about that. Pause. I mean, okay, because we're gonna get very comically into this right now. Do you have to like run and jump, fly, or is it like a subconscious thing?
I just like if I.
What if you fell asleep? What if you fell asleep and you're like, you're totally asleep and you're flying?
Yeah, it's a subconscious thing. You need to be awake.
Okay, so I don't think so.
Because if you sleep and you're just like dreaming of flying, and now you're floating in the air in the bed.
Dads, I'm just gonna give you. I am the king, and this is. If you want some tips, there's cards and there's all these things out there. Look into Would You Rather. So we were talking about how do you keep kids kind of occupied at the dinner table. Yeah. Would you rather is a big thing. For me, it's a big thing because it's a huge conversation starter. It's a huge gets you going back and forth. So this is one thing that I've had tons of. So my oldest son Lucas and I, we always have this. Okay, would you rather? Okay, so you're flying,
right?
But you gotta play the pros and cons of flying, because you can't just say I want to fly. You have to tell me why you want to fly, and then I have to tell you opposites.
Okay.
Because you can't do it consciously, you should be able to do it subconsciously if you can do it consciously. So that means you can fly and when you're falling asleep. So you have to tie your ankle to
to the bed.
So,
or tuck me in all the way in.
Yeah, something to prevent
Mummify
yourself.
me.
Because if you can fly consciously, you should be able to fly subconsciously.
That's true.
It's just something to throw out there. It's the same thing with me, being able to freeze time. I should be able to freeze time, but there's a caveat there. It should not necessarily be freeze time. I should be able to slow time to a super duper crawl. So if things are moving super slowly, not that I'm moving fast, things are just moving slowly. Yeah, super super
I
slow.
watch and listen to this podcast called The Spitballers.
Yep.
And they do the same thing. Shout out to the Spitballers. They're a bunch of dads too that do the same thing, but it's fun. They do a Would You Rather segment every time, and it's super hilarious. So,
yeah, exactly.
There's a shout out to them. But fly, I would want to fly because I would want to. And then you could fly anywhere.
That's true. You could be. You can grab. Same thing. I forgot something. You can fly home, grab whatever you forgot,
and get right back,
and then get right
back.
Back.
Or like
you almost have to have a permanent backpack.
You could, I was gonna say you can invent something where like you can carry things and your family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get on that seatbelt and you get on this.
Yeah, and just go. Where are we gonna go?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you would think that.
What if you had to go to the bathroom? You have to land. And what if you're over water? There's so many things.
But what if like you could only fly up to a certain weight amount? After that weight,
your body physically can't wait. You can't maintain.
You can't take it, and you're not gonna be able to fly.
See, I'm telling you, these are great questions.
Oh, I know.
These are all these things that you need to think of. It's the same. It's with anything.
Yeah.
If you have like laser vision, X-ray vision, but there's side effects.
Or like
if you see X-ray vision, you can't not be when you leave X-ray vision, you can't see for 30 seconds. There's got to be like downfalls. All these things.
You know what every dad should be able to do?
The superpower.
The superpower is to warp from here to there.
Well, they have you seen? They do have those memes and videos that the dad's superpower where he's like sitting there building something and the kid's like starts to fall off the couch and he reaches over and catches it.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine like you're like, oh man, I gotta be over there in 2 minutes. Just warp, whoop, whoop, I'm there.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
That would be.
Of
course, then you got to think about the attire you got to wear because it's like, what if you had to be someplace fancy and you have like a suit and tie?
Well, then I could take
It's like your tie's like flapping in the wind and your jacket and
if I'm flying,
wrinkly.
Superman did it. Oh no, Superman always took his tie. He always took it off.
He wore tights.
So I have tights, bro.
Underwear. That's kind of weird.
That's
what I said. You have to have like a backpack or something.
Yeah.
Because then it can't be. I mean, think about the bugs. There's downfalls.
Dang.
You fly through a swarm of bees.
Why are you killing my superpower dream, bro?
I'm not. I mean,
I don't want to fly.
I hope you can relate out there. For me, this is a huge thing.
Because now I'm envisioning myself running into a bird.
You're not in a yes, birds, goose. There's all these.
What if
things.
There's a plane in the way? I don't want to fly anymore.
100%.
You took away my superpower.
I'm telling you,
you are my kryptonite. Bro. Thanks.
There is pros and cons to every superpower, and in the comics they don't show you this side. I mean, what if you got a bug? You swallow a bug as you're taking off.
I changed my superpower. I want to be like Mel Gibson. I want to know what women are thinking.
Oh, see, well, but that's the other thing is you can't shut it off then, right? You're in a room and it's like yelling. They're like yelling at you, and you're like,
I said, you killed my flying.
Yeah.
Now I want to teleport. I want to be able to be here and there like that.
Teleporting would be cool. I think teleporting would be awesome. But the question is with teleporting, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions because this is how I write. This is how I roll. Do you have to see the place first?
No.
Can you actually teleport to a place you've never seen before?
You have to think about it.
So it's like remote viewing almost. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to this place. What if that place is... Okay, so hear me out. I want to go to Paris, whatever, right? I want to go Eiffel Tower. Boom, you're now in Vegas.
No, you have to say Paris. Vegas.
You have to say it? How
Paris,
does it know?
France.
Who knows?
Because you're thinking Paris, France. You're thinking in your head.
You hear what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Next thing you know, boom, now you're
But if I'm like
souvenir stand.
Like I want
But if you've never seen
I want to be at the Laker game, row 1, seat 4.
Okay, do you appear inside the person that's sitting there?
Ooh. I sit on his lap.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's all these things you gotta think of.
Yeah. They're so suck.
I ruin it.
Hey, you ruined everything, Tommy.
I'm sorry.
It's because you're wearing
This is what I think.
gear.
This is how I think. This is this person's brain.
It's fun conversation. You gotta have it.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about it ever since I was a kid, and that's why I was like, freeze time.
Yeah, real slow.
It's real slow. Just keep it down.
I was liking to fly, but now I like to teleport.
Yeah, I think teleporting's better, but
now I just want to be.
You have to be mindful because you don't want to absorb whatever's there.
Yeah.
Like, what if you teleport from here to there and there's a bug there, and now the bug's part of your DNA or
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna teleport from here to this train, and then that train has just happened to be derailing right now. And you're like, what?
Yeah. Then you have to teleport out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of
interesting.
There's a lot of stuff there that's unanswered.
That was a fun one. Don't forget your stuff. And then if you have superpower dreams that you want to do something, if I had a superpower, don't tell Tommy what it is.
No, comment below. I want to read it all.
He'll ruin it.
Forget about it.
He'll be like, that's what I'm gonna say. Forget about it. Yeah. Hey,
I want to know it.
That was another great episode, Dad Labs.
Dad Labs.
We thank you guys for all your support.
Yes.
What do we need?
Keep watching. Like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we just need more people, more views. Keep watching. Mm-hmm. Keep watching this.
We'll do it, man. In the last 28 days, and I just checked the numbers. 28 days, we're at 9,000 viewers on our page. So to get some more subscribers on YouTube would be nice. And I think we agreed that if we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to do a live podcast. Live podcast.
Yes.
So check it out. We're going to put this one out soon, and then we'll do some live chat as well. Thanks for everyone who joined us in the live chat for episode 10.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Take it easy, Dad Labs.
Good music.
Check you later.
Bye.